Hi, my name is Cody Shepard. I'm the owner of Shep's Canine Boutique here in Provo, Utah. And I thought today I would just take a quick moment to talk with you about how to choose a groomer. You know, if I did not groom dogs, but had the information that I know about grooming, these are the things that I would look for to help to find a groomer to work on my dog. So hopefully this will be of help for you. Obviously, the first thing to do is talk with your family or friends who have dogs, and ask them about their groomer. Are they happy with that groomer? Are they happy with the quality of work that they get done? Are they happy with the price and everything about that groom? If they've recently had their dog groomed, go take a look at the dog and see how the haircut looks, and see if it looks good for you and if you would be happy with something like that. So that's always important to do. One of the other things I would look for, one of the most important things that I'm going to look for and put on my checklist would be certifications. I think it is important for dog groomers to be certified. We are not required in the state of Utah to be licensed. Anyone can pick up a pair of clippers, write on their sign that they're a professional groomer, put it on their business cards or their advertising that they're a professional groomer, and start grooming dogs. So to me, certifications are a good place to start. The quality of groomers out there varies. There are good groomers out there, and there are some not so good groomers out there. So certification is a good place to start with. It doesn't guarantee that you're going to get a good groom, but to me it's going to better the odds. The organization out there, I'm certified through the NDGAA, which is the National Dog Groomers Association of America. They're the largest certification program out there. And there's a couple others out there too that are equally as good. So look for that. Being certified, to me what that shows is, certification, it costs money. When somebody goes and gets certified, they have to spend their own money. They have to spend their own time. A lot of times we have to travel out of state. I had to travel from Utah to Las Vegas, Nevada to be certified. So I had to arrange, taking dogs from a few clients, getting their permission to travel with them, and it can be kind of a chore and to do. So it's worth it, but I think that groomers that are willing to take the time and the effort to do that, it just shows that, to me, it shows that they care about what it is that they do, that they care about grooming as an art and a craft, and that they want to get better at it. It shows that they care about the dogs that they work on. It shows that they care about their clients, and grooming is it's a wonderful occupation. I love my job, and I love what it is that I do, and I love my clients, and being able to help out and be of service to these, to the dogs is just, one of the best things to, in my life. So certifications are very important. It's a good place to, it's a good thing to put on your checklist. Another thing to look at is photos. In this day and age of the internet, there's absolutely no reason why a shop cannot have some photos up of the dogs that they've worked on. There's that saying, a picture says 1,000 words, or something like that. Anyhow, there's truth in that. I've got on my website, I've got photos of probably 15, 20-ish dogs that I've worked on. When you go there, you can see these photos and get an idea of the quality of work, that I do. And I think that, to me, that is really one of the more important things out there. Like I say, there's a difference in the quality of groomers out there. So if you can see, some photos of the work that the groomer that you're looking into as possibly, working on your dog, then photos are a good place to start. If I was looking at a shop with, a larger shop, 4 or 5 groomers, and they do have photos, I would want to know which photos belong to which groomer, so that I could, like I said, there's a difference out there, and I want to, know what it is that, which photos belong to which groomer. So, photos, check them out. What else is can I talk about? Another thing I would do would be to, when you've once I've kind of narrowed it down to a few groomers that I'm interested in checking out, then I would go ahead and I would call those groomers, and I would talk with them and just kind of get a feel, do you feel comfortable talking with them, ask them questions, are they answering your questions, are you feeling comfortable with the way that they're answering your questions? Set up a time where you can come in and see their shop. As groomers, we can get kind of busy, and I know I tell my clients or people that call me, they're more than welcome to come in if they would just, give me a time let's set up a time so that when they do come in, I can take the necessary time to, to talk with them and spend with them and answer any and all questions. I really encourage people that call me to, if they would like to come by, to bring their pet along with them, to bring their dog over here and see my shop and let the dog kind of check things out. My shop is in my home. Has a very nice, clean, home-like atmosphere. I've got a radio going. Sometimes I'm watching the TV, and my clients, the animals really feel comfortable here, and that's what I want to look for in a groomer. So yeah, talk with the groomer and see about if you can come there and bring your dog and visit with the groomer and stuff, and get a feel for things. So that's a good thing. I myself, I prefer a smaller shop. I'm always going to look for somebody who's, one, maybe 2 or 3 groomers at the most. I don't like large shops. I don't want my dog hanging out in a shop with 5, 6, 7 other groomers, and you've got so many dogs around, and they're, you get a bunch of dogs together and all of the barking and stuff, and it can make some dogs, a lot of dogs out there are very nervous, and so I prefer the smaller shops. I find that the clients that come, my clients, they seem to do very well with the nice, small, quaint, cozy little environments. So that's a good thing to to take into consideration. I guess the last and final thing that I would look at is the price. It's funny, as a groomer, I get the first thing when I answer my phone and it's a potential new client, the first thing that they ask is, how much does it cost? And I understand that budgets can be tight, and so, but I think when you consider price, for me, I need to consider everything about that I've just talked about. All of that is got to encompass, is going to be what, it's going to be where price plays a role. A $40 groom by one groomer is probably not going to be the same as a $40 groom by another groomer. Like I say, there is a difference in the quality of groomers out there, and so for me, if I have to pay an extra $5, $10, whatever it may be, to get my dog groomed somewhere where that fits all of this criteria, that matters to me. That's important to me, and I'm perfectly okay with doing something like that. So I think price is important, but I think that it needs to be, should be considered, in the whole scope of things of what you're getting. There are people out there, and I understand, there are people that I get phone calls from who all they care about is the price. They only get their dogs groomed, 2, 3 times a year. It's more of a inconvenience for them, and they're just wanting the cheapest price possible. Get it in there, get it done. They don't care what it looks like, and that's perfectly understandable. I understand, I understand that, and that's just, there are those types of clients out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then there's people who, the things that I've talked about, along with the price matter. So take all of those things into consideration, and hopefully this information that I've given you will help you to make the decision a little bit easier. If you have any questions for me, you're more than welcome to email me at shep@shepscanineboutique.com. You can visit my website, It is www.shepscanineboutique.com. And I've got a few other things that may be of interest to you there about nutrition and such, and also a contact link where you can reach me in other ways. So I think that does it. Thanks.